Hi everyone, this is Chansey Aguilar, and this is my audio journal for the article entitled A Framework for Assessing Power in Collaborative Governance Processes. Power in collaborative efforts is extremely important and can definitely help determine how successful or not so successful these efforts will be. Now, there's actually a very famous quote from a Marvel movie that says, "With great power comes great responsibility." And this is actually the perfect embodiment of power distribution. For instance, if a person has a lot of power, then that person will be held to high standards of accountability. Now, Purdy argues that relational aspects of power are complex and change over time. Now, this is very true because this is dependent on the stakeholders involved along with the resources at hand. Now, perceptual aspects of power refer to adequate power and influential entities, and these are usually seen as the people who are thought to have power already and can serve as influential entities who encourage others to participate. Purdy argues there are three sources of power, which include authority, resources, and discursive legitimacy. Now, there are three types of authority. The first one, power over, refers to coercive power that dictates how an issue will be handled. Then we have power to, which recognizes the importance of any authority in any given collaborative effort. Lastly, we have power for, which refers to granting authority to those who might otherwise be ignored or even marginalized. Now, the two types of resources we have are tangibles and intangibles. Tangible refers to financial resources, people, technology, and supplies. Intangibles refer to knowledge, culture, and capabilities. Now, discursive legitimacy refers to the ability of an entity to speak on behalf of an issue, and the power with this legitimacy comes with the importance of the issue discussed at hand. Party indicates the arenas for power use include participants, process design, and content. Now, the participants include sponsors, who are the people who identify an issue and initiate action. Then we have conveners, who are people who gather diverse people to work on common problems. Lastly, we have facilitators, and these may actually be the most important roles because these negotiate interest, integrate resources, and establish accountability. The process design is also very important because these include meeting logistics. So these describe where, when, and how collaborative efforts will occur. Then we have the nature of interaction and we have the modes of communication, which really identifies who will be involved, to what extent, and how they'll be involved. Then we have the content, and this really embodies the issues addressed and the outcomes pursued. In conclusion, the appropriate balance of power between different stakeholders will definitely help ensure fair accountability. Purdy argues that balanced power helps ensure objectivity, and I couldn't agree with her more. I think that the facilitators involved need to ensure that all stakeholders involved are treated fairly. I think that everyone has different strengths, weaknesses, and resources. Therefore, all the entities involved need to be given equal opportunities to participate and also need to be held to the same standards of accountability. Doing so will ensure trust among stakeholders, which in turn will lead to successful collaboration. In Deuteronomy 1:16, we see God use Moses to tell his people they are to judge fairly at all times. Here Moses tells the Israelites that they are to listen to disputes and judge fairly despite the parties involved. So to me, this really highlights the importance of accountability. We are not to let ourselves be swayed by the resources or the power or the reputation of a specific entity. We are to trust and judge fairly, which in turn will ensure successful collaboration. Here are the references I used. Thank you so much for watching and listening. God bless you all.